So hello, this is Destructively Phased, and welcome to Phase Place KSP Episode 8, or should we say KSP Chaos. So what you see here is pretty much the largest ship I think I've ever really, well, no, there's something there. It's going to be the largest ship launched in this series so far, but that's nothing new. We're getting bigger every episode. However, this is going to be going up there as one of the biggest ships I've launched with this level of technology, i.e. 2.5 meter rockets on 3.75. So, yeah, we have SRBs, liquid fuel boosters, a main sail main engine, which only guesses slightly less than a positive thrust to rate ratio. Then we have a skipper engine in here, which is going to push into orbit. This has fuel cross-feed enabled. If we disable it, you see we drop about 3,100 meters per second. So this stage is capable of boosting us into orbit, as it stands. However, to get us to Minmus, we're going to have to tap the main station. So before I detach the stage, I have to remember to drain all the fuel from this stage first. Otherwise, I'll end up having no fuel on the station, all the fuel in this tank. So, but yeah. And then this station is designed for assembly in Kerbin orbit. Once we get up to Kerbin orbit, we're going to drop off all the aerodynamic cones, and then we're going to move this command pod to here, and then these habitation pods onto these docking ports, onto these two docking ports on the side. And then, basically, as you can see, we have a lot of space for docking on additional components. A lot of ports. Designed to make this station as modular as possible. So in the future, I can have solar arrays bolted on up there, additional science wings. As it stands, to get around the part limit, I've actually crammed items into this command pod using Kerbal inventory system, and we'll attach them later using Kerbal attachment system, just to make things even more interesting. But yeah, this is about the largest craft I think I could ever make, and I just realized I forgot one thing, and this is seriously going to ruin me if these count as proper. They do. So yeah, right up to the part count limit as well. We could always ditch a set of we can always ditch some solar panels to make do. The central ones up here. Let's get rid of them. Okay, save. Right, so that, yeah, 254 part counts, lots of interesting things on board it. It doesn't have everything I want. There's going to be missions up to it to resupply it with fuel, put on some solar arrays, and when we get it, a science lab as well. But yeah, I think I have a Minmus station ready to go. I'm supposed to do this contract. We'll do the planet flag unman another time. We'll get some more science for that. But I wanted to do this first so that, well, it'd be more of a challenge to do it this way. Now, for this, I've pretty much cranked down all the graphics options I felt comfortable cranking down, and I've also cranked up the number of physics ticks. Well, the physics time delta, which basically means that the game is able to spend more time calculating physics rather than working on graphics. So, frame rate is actually going to tank, I think. But, well, the actual physics. This is not going to be a pretty launch, to say the least. But it should work. So I'm going to start the recording now, and then see you back on the launch pad, ready for, well, getting this behemoth into orbit. I'll see you then. So welcome back, and as you see I have my ingenious method of having absolutely no fatalities on this mission, i.e. have nobody who can die. So, yeah, that's an oversight on my behalf. However, to be fair, am I going to complain about it? Nope. As if it goes wrong, it's still a hilarious explosion anyway, and I'll probably just end up reverting to launch. So, yeah. Turn on SAS, and just launching a crew up there. It'll be interesting anyway. It'll allow me to put on the extra parts I need anyway. Anyway, this central tank was supposed to detach and then redock onto the station in orbit so we could refuel it before we went to Minmus, but never mind. I figured just may as well use the station's fuel anyway. So, ready? Tank frame rate now. Oh, not. Wow, that's actually... Oh, boy. Yeah, the docking port, right in the centre. It's the docking port. The rest of this craft is pretty stable. It's just the docking port slopping around. And... what? Well... Yep, the no fatalities method, it has advantages. Oh wow, we actually have a craft that will... Let's see. We could soft land the... Right, this has failed, I know. But we could actually soft land the entire thing. We just need to burn the fuel fast and... Burn the fuel! Nope. Right, ditch. Oh. Shoot! Back to it! I think we just lost the Kerbal engineer as well. Though we... Oh no, we lost all of our control systems. The control was coming from probes. Yeah, the control was coming from probes. Oh wow, all the struts I used to... all the... I want to see, what's that debris which actually apparently has control authority? It's over there, right? That's it there. Something survived. Wow. I guess that stuff is really durable. Wow. Oh, what's this? What are the... We have an infinity glider. Well. Okay, my fault. I messed it up. And... yeah, I messed up. Oops. Oh, wow, okay. We better hit that it's... Right, revert to vehicle assembly. Oops. Okay, so we have an excess of docking ports on the station. Yeah, I think it's worth just ditching the docking port in the rear. It'll make the craft a heck of a lot more stable, I'll say that. Right. And... actually, it wasn't too bad with the previously, because I put the footage then hit the launch button. So it wasn't too bad on a loading screen, so just go load now. Yeah. Okay, so this should be more stable-ish. And we actually just realised I do need a crew on board. As the command pod has no probe, yet it has to detach. Anybody see a problem with this yet? Alright, who's Swiss, Jeb? And you know what? We'll take Bob along. We'll be the scientist. Yeah. Although we probably... yeah, we are going to need, well, there's no... we are also need an engineer to install the components. So, yeah, we need Burgie as well. Okay, that leaves us with only 2 crew to go to the moon with next, doesn't it? Right, save, launch. Right. Okay, so, third time lucky? I think so. Yeah. This is gonna be interesting. Yeah. I wasn't actually... yeah, oops, right. Ready? It burns really well, actually. It goes really fast, to be fair. Right. So we have plenty of Delta V available. Total Delta V is decreasing, which is good, as it means we're burning. I would like it to be increasing as we Does this take into account atmospheric losses? It might not be. It might just be pure vacuum stats. I don't know. Oh no, it's atmospheric values. Just that we don't have that much. Really, we're losing into atmosphere. We better thaw down before we hit too severe atmospheric effects. We need to keep the thrust at a good level though. Apoapsis and periapsis are looking good. Just keep on burning. Yeah. Well, what we could do is we could dock to this in orbit, and add on the parts that it needs in orbit to complete this contract. And actually, let's get rid of that. Yeah, goodbye. So we have more screen available for use. We're not recovering anything from this, and we're still intact. I think we're still intact. Okay. Yeah. I deliberately designed those on struts far out from the rest of the craft so that detach wouldn't be too drastic. Go to full burn now, and now these I designed for trying to flop off, though we will be spinning up before we do drop them. Right, Apoapsis is now above the atmosphere, and hello, noodle physics. Yeah. Oh, crud. This has no control authority apart from its engines, so we need to burn up this way. Right. Okay, we lost a lot of debris. We've a lot of valuable stuff we've lost. Thank you very much for letting me know. Right, align to the plane quickly. Right, we're good. We good. Right. Let's do this manually, shall we? Decouple. Decouple. Torpedoes, yep. Well, we could get our... Actually, we don't need to launch anything to this in orbit. We can pull off the contract we want to complete right now, just by docking all the various parts back onto the station in the orientation they should be in. There we go. Right. Okay, so that's us fully set up there, and full burn. How long will it take for me to completely get into orbit? Okay, yeah. 38 seconds. Okay, but that's with the main. That's with the main boosters. They're gonna burn out in 8 seconds. Then we'll be on to the main sail. How much fuel do these have left? Virtually none, as I've been pumping out of them. Right. So I can't even ditch them to just use the mainsail. This is going to use pretty much all the fuel in the boosters and the stage they support. Spin up and get them off. There we go. And use the mainsail to put us back on track for a stable orbit. Right. Noodle physics kicking in. Right. Apoapsis is climbing. We have enough time to complete the burn. Right. Come on, stop the roll. Why am I having to manual this craft? Oh, we're also losing fuel efficiency as well. We're losing delta V from this spin. Oh. Right. From this wobble. Right, okay, we're now perfectly aligned, I think. We have enough time until atmospheric re-entry. We're still noodling though. This thing does not have enough vertical strutting, unfortunately. This stage is not going to be enough either. We're not going to achieve a stable orbit on this stage. We'll get close, but not there completely. What we'll need to do is switch to this stage, which is the main cell, and then start burning the station's fuel reserves, which is supposed to be on it for Minmus, resupplying vessels up there. Shoot, right. Align with prograde. How's the periapsis looking? Looking good, right. This should be now less wobbly. Looks like it. Yeah. Right, and periapsis is above. Right. Okay. If I do this, if I point radial, I should be able to arrive at my. I should be able to achieve a stable orbit without having to pass through the atmosphere. Map. Right. Come on. Right. Now above the atmosphere, we're good. Right. What we can do is just send a maneuver node on there to we know the delta V required to circularize. Not much. We can do that. And now, I guess, since we have 19 minutes before we have to pretty much think about maneuvering, I think it's time. Jebediah is in the command pod. He is in control of the wow, we just moved out of focus, didn't we? See, yep. Switch to. Wait, we just didn't enter the atmosphere? Oh. Well, let's watch this debris then, shall we? Whee! Oh. Spinning head over tail. I think that's correct, isn't it? Spin, spin, spin. What's this thing's orbit? It does intersect with the... It nearly... You know, it's not going to survive all the way down to the surface, guaranteed. Very little of this will survive. But it... Yeah. Well, what we've done is we've not launched a rocket. We've launched a ballistic missile to attack the people in the side of Kerbin. That's what we've done here, people. Ah. Whoa! Some really nice heating. I think the engine's going to overheat, which is weird. Is that should be the yeah, engine is going to overheat. To be fair, if it does overheat, it is the part of the vessel most designed to take that heat. So if it blows, well, the rest of the craft has very little chance of surviving. Decoupler next. Nope. Ooh, wow. It actually got low enough to... Yeah. Yeah, we made a bunker buster. We're striking some deep military bunker on the other side of Kerbin. The whole Minmus station thing, whole complete ruse. Yep, target successfully destroyed. So now... Let's switch to the station lander. Close, thank you. Thank you. Right, let's switch to the station lander, shall we? Oh, do I have to go to the space center? You're gonna make me go to the space tracking station. Okay, tracking station. Right, let's go and put the... Right, we're now gonna have to go and really... Well, it's gonna be like a small maneuver, like 10 meters or so, just to dock this thing. It's something like 200 now at least. Because I think it will have drifted off while I watch that debris hit the planet. Shoot. That makes my job a bit harder. But we have about another 10 minutes to go. Right, okay. So, target set. And we should really be pointing at the target so that spin to point it. We'll actually no, we'll control from here. Get it right from the beginning. Right, lined up nicely, and this will be moving the center mass slightly out of the right alignment, but oh well, we can cope with it. And right, it's K to slow down, isn't it? Nope, it's not. It's H to speed up. It's what did I press? Alright. It's the end to reverse, isn't it? Right, let's reverse back. Open up there, shall we? Right, so this target. It's been ages since I actually last did this. Nope. Right. Right. Move us up and towards it. Actually, let's get my docking port alignment up, shall we? Right. There we go. Move that over. This is the best mod for docking. You don't actually need to look at the view screen while you're doing this. Find control. Thank you. You don't actually need to look at the screen while operating this, you can just use this little docking port manager itself. And you know what? That's what I'm going to do. So I am not looking at the. See what? I'm pretty sure I could make this bigger. Nope. Right, but I've moved it right into the center of the screen, so it's very little I can actually see now. So there we go. Right, okay, we're now closing. Closest distance is increasing. I probably should... Right, increase the closing velocity. That's what this closest distance is, I think, how close you are... Closing velocity is how close you are in terms of the port, in terms of just straight... Imagine there's a pole between your docking port and the docking port you're trying to attach to. Closing velocity is how quickly you're moving along that pole directly towards it. Closest distance is how close you are along that pole towards your target, with actual distance being how far you are away when you take into account the fact that you have to, you're not perfectly aligned yet. Fine control again, thank you. So yeah. Let's get moving towards it a bit. We will drift off to the side, so we do want to, you know, there we go. Right, touch that, and boost speed up a bit more. We have plenty of RTS fuel left, so no worries yet. There we go. As you can see, we're coming in a little bit fast, but we will slow down. Right, there we go. Fine tune this all the way in. Right, ready? We're gonna brake now. Bring our approach velocity down to something that is actually not going to destroy it. And we are docked. There we go. Wahey! Right, let's get fine controls off. So, there you go. As you can see, we now have our command pod on. We might want to just redock it, but I think that's a good little viewpoint, actually. Yeah. It's not perfectly aligned, but that's good, I think. And as you can see, we do have some solar panels on that, so it does help to provide the station with plenty of solar panel coverage. So we now have 6 minutes to do the rest. Hopefully I can get these habitation modules on a lot faster. You're trying to dock through the decoupler. Wrong way, wrong way. Nope, it's L I want. Yes, okay, and J again. So, let's set this docking port as our target, and just, yeah, spin around a bit using the probe's built-in RCS, no torque control wheels. Bob, Kerman, you're actually going to the wrong port, so you know what, we'll take you to this port instead. And it's starting to rain heavily outside. Lovely. I pretty much have a room in the roof, so it means when it rains, I get really, really loud weather. Right. Okay. Let's now align with the target. Fine controls again. And we are going to be doing the same trick of not actually looking at the vessel. We are going to be using this tool only. So we've got 10 meters to travel towards the target. We've got to... There we go. That one. Forward. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I did, yeah, this whole assembling a space station in orbit is not my own idea, I'll admit to that. I've been watching a couple of other KSP YouTubers, and I've seen that flat pack space stations assembled in orbit properly are somewhat popular, so I figured, well, why not? Let's do it. Let's do it myself. Yep, that's now docked, so we have one of our 2 habitation modules docked where it should be, as you can see. And now to do the second one in the 4 minutes we've got left. So this is a lot quicker. The previous one took, what? Wrong debris. You're trying to dock once again through the, move you away, and then forward. Right, okay, you're heading for the right one. Right, and then, you know, burn the RCS to point the right way. As it'll expect this up a bit. Brake here. Brake. There we go. Right, we're not moving too far. Bring up the docking tools again and rotate. Fine. Right, and then we'll align the rest of the way on this set of on reaction wheels, and then we'll do the rest on then we'll dock it on RCS again. Right, RCS, wrong key combination, there we go. Right, and we want to start burning towards it as well. Yeah, okay. Right, probably bump that up a bit. Right, how are we doing? Looking good. Right, let's back off a bit. We're not perfectly aligned yet, but we nearly are. Right, we're now aligned vertically. We just need to align horizontally. Bring us into alignment. Slowly does it, and start taking us towards the port as well. At this point, the separation is so minor that really, even if we don't get it sorted out, we've got it sorted out. So let's just boost towards the port a bit, and now slam on the brakes so we don't damage the craft when we get there. That way a tad. Yeah. And yeah. Right. So, there we go. We're now completely assembled in orbit. Yeah. Ah. Okay, I didn't realize the command pod sat right there. Ooh. Only meant to get a small thing on there. Well, that's not the end of the world. Yeah. But yeah, there we go. We have no lights, unfortunately. Don't have them. We do have command pod lights and stuff. We should probably turn these lights on as well. There we go, and let's hit F2. That is a good beauty shop, and I believe F12 or something like that's thermal overlays. F12 maybe, F10. Well, I'll just go down the entire functions list. I hit F9, that was a bad idea. Well, I hit F5, but I don't think I have a quick save, so that wasn't too bad. Thank you. And F1. Oh, F2. Wait, where's CAC? Where is CAC? Why is it showing up? Why is it showing up there? Right, okay. Right, future me, if we don't actually get a proper screenshot during that. Where's my Kerbal alarm clock? I want my Kerbal alarm clock back. Right, okay. Hold on. I have it still right. Where's my Kerbal alarm clock? Right. Tracking station. That was interesting. Right, and it's taken 24 minutes to launch and assemble this thing in orbit. Wow. Thank you. Right, so let's launch. Maybe we get our Kerbal alarm clock back, because it's there. We know, and we just saw it on the tracking station, so maybe we can get it back. I think we got it back. 17 seconds to burn, and it's just like, this thing has virtually no control authority, does it? Nope. Control from here. Right, here we are. Thank you. It has, if I use the RCS, it has pretty good control authority. I'll say that. Right. Right, let's turn the RCS off again, and you know what, while we're here, we may as well get all of these antennae out and deployed. Yeah. Also, I think we'll be adding on more antenna onto this as later in its life as well. Have it serve as a deep space comm relay. As if, well, the KerbNet the Kerbal the Kerbal Space Center has a very restricted range in which you can actually communicate with the ground. So it's probably worth having something in orbit that can fulfill a similar sort of role. Right. Yep. Launch. Alright, transmit that data, get some more science. Yeah, and let's just do a little forward. Bump. Right. Also, good reason for having crew. I'm not sure how much battery power this thing has, and it's running 2 probes, so it might not be able to. Well, it seems to have plenty of power. Remind me. Yeah, these monsters, when they're upscaled, they gain a lot of battery power. Okay, right. This is also a good test to see what the stability of this thing is like when under burn. Not too bad. So that should be. That's pretty circular actually. Wow, I didn't think I could get it. What's the eccentricity? Wow, accurate to what? At least 1,000th. Not bad. Right. Okay. So let's. Right. Okay. Let's collapse some of this junk and move it. So we now need to head for Minmus. Set as target. Whereabouts is it? If I were to, well, if I was to intercept it at my descending node relative to it, what would it be a valid? That would be an encounter. Good. Would it be a good one? No, set a focus view and set as a target. Right. Okay. Well. Yeah, we're not. Right. So if I were to. Right. That's the retrograde. Right. Zoom out a bit. So if I decelerate a bit, I get more into the plane, and I get closer to Minmus. And in fact, that's pretty close, and we can always, if we were to do that, maybe? That, what? That gets us even closer, but it makes it look even more eccentric, doesn't it? You know what? We'll settle for that there, and then we'll pull into, maybe, well, what could I do, maybe? Maybe about here and maneuver, what would that be? So this is like an orbit in the future by the looks of it, as well, maybe? No, it's 10 days to get up there, so that's good, and that's the, right, get the periaptus over the, onto the orbit line, I guess, like that. Let's, right, try that now. Nope, way over. Pull that up right now. My patch conics have gone crazy, it's fair to say. And then we could just, right, to go there, and then we had a maneuver there where we brake, right, and then we also burn like that. Yeah, I'll get us roughly equatorial, and then we can just work on improving it later. Alright. Right, okay, we have a maneuver plan. 800 meters per second, we have more than enough delta V for that. definitely. Right. So much that I feel like actually... Whoa! Hello, what are you doing? Alright, what I'm going to do is... disable the crossfeed and we'll be burning from... Actually, no, this is burning the right way for once. Enable crossfeed. Yeah, it's burning correctly. It's burning this tank. Then it'll start burning the station. Okay. So I don't need to worry about ditching this with a load of fuel on board still. And if we burn this monopod, we gain more delta V, so yeah. Burning away our massive monopod supplies, maneuvering the craft, probably a good idea. Yeah. Groan. This is horrible to maneuver. Right. Settle. There we go. Right. Let's just warp to the maneuver. Kaka's going to pull us out to stop us overshooting. I know last time I really struggled with that, but I don't think I'm going to struggle this time. And I'm not going to try and berth effect my way for this. Namely as I don't think I could do that good a job of it. But, well, there's no need to. This is a slight burn. We won't get too much on this. Anyway. Right, we're headed... Right, we're now headed for Minmus. This tank is nearly dead. But I think... Right, let's actually focus... Let's take a look back at Minmus and see where all of our... Wow, actually, all of our planning completely messed up, as I expected it to, as all plans fall apart in reality. Right, so first of all, what we need to do is... I'm not going to make a maneuver out where I am now. What I'm going to do is make a maneuver here. So first of all, going to bring that periapsis in closer to Minmus. Not that close. So there we go, we have a periapsis of about 3,000. We want to be a bit higher. Safe height for Minmus is 5,000. You might want to be a bit higher than that, just to be really safe, but 5,000, yeah, 6,000 is safe for Minmus. So now we want to brake there. The closer we can get this station to the surface, the less fuel we have to spend landing and returning to it. So we do want to get as close as we possibly can. Yep, and then what we want to do is about there. We'll add another maneuver in the future where we basically pull this thing onto an equatorial orbit. There we go. And then we'll just need to brake a tad as well at the same time. If you combine the maneuvers, it's more efficient. Yeah, I think... Oh, we need to tune it some more, don't we? Because we changed the velocity, therefore what we did is mucked up all the calculations the game did for us, and it says, "Oh, you want me to completely ruin your plans for you." Okay, right. If we do that, right. Okay, that's periapsis is, yeah, as you can see, 5,000 is minimum safe height for Minmus. 6,000 is... Yeah, you want to be really, really careful on Minmus. It will really... It's a nice little moon, but you can mess up horribly if you do it wrong. So we now have 10 days, yeah. And we'll be basically carrying out that maneuver within... Right, you know what, I'm going to go back to the Space Center, or the tracking station, just so I can focus my view back on the craft in map mode. So that's annoying me. Yeah. Actually, surprisingly, changing the physics tick rate, yeah, I think it makes it more willing to go into yellow time, but keep the frame rate nice and high. So it's actually brilliant for recording as well. It means that I can probably make my laptop try and turn itself into hot slag, and it wouldn't have too many issues. Right. Oh, right. Well, up here we do have science to be done. Observe. Right. There's no point keeping that data. We'll be coming back to do that. Log magnetometer, we've already done that. Up here, so that just leaves the radioplasma antenna. Radioplasma wave. Yeah. So is this yeah, it's biome dependent. It's not biome dependent. So nope, only one-time use. Right. Okay, let's just warp to Minmus, shall we? We actually went over the top, so we're coming in from behind Minmus, basically. But I'm pretty glad I got intercept up here at the descending node. Basically meant I didn't have to do a plane change maneuver. Question: where is Minmus? I don't see it. Is that it? There? It's off its orbital track. It looks like. There it is. Yeah. Oh no, Minmus is off its orbital track slightly. If I zoom out a bit more, you might be able to see that it doesn't. Is it? I know the planets do appear off their orbital tracks sometimes. I want to prove this. I want to prove this. Right. Let's just. Yeah, 6 minutes to our burn once we reach Minmus. Right. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Can Jebediah see Minmus from his command pod? Nope. Right. Should we try and orientate the ship so we can see it? Yeah, let's do that, shall we? Oh. Nope, that's not working, is it? Camera. What we should be doing is, yeah, pitch up. If you pitch the craft up, he should be able to see it from his command pod. We're not in Minmus's SOI yet, so yeah. That's pitching the wrong way. I wanted Jeb to see Minmus, and you're pitching the wrong way, Jeb. Unless we're not controlling from the docking port anymore. No, we are still controlling from the docking port. Wrong way, wrong way. Right, correct the pitch, and the right, correct the roll. Right, hold position there. Camera, can he see? Nope, he can't see Minmus. Not yet. Wrong way. So if I do that, there we go. There we go. Right, so camera now. Can we see We can see Minmus. Okay, everything's good. Right. Right, let's get ready for our maneuver. It's 4 minutes away now. It's not gonna be a long maneuver. And we've just entered Minmus's SOI as well. It looks like, as we've done from about 40,000 to 2,000. Yep, we're in the SOI. Right, let's just time up to our node. We can even do is complete this maneuver on RCS if we have to for really fine-tuned result. Yeah, we could do it on RCS. Yeah. Although the command pod might screw that up a bit. I don't know. Right, pull that in. Really fine-tuned, precise. Right, if we could do that. Right, it looks like we're still getting into a good orbit. We'll see when we get down there. Right, let's reorientate correctly. And you know what we're going to do up here? We have a contract to complete, don't we? Onto Materials Bay. Transmit. Yes, transmit the science. And we have Minmus science to do as well. Yep. And these should complete as a contract, but I don't know. No, we have more to do still, so bring up contracts window plus, And Sun, satellite around Minmus, orbital survey of the Sun. Oh, we need significantly more monopropellant and liquid fuel than we have. Minmus orbital survey. So we need to get the. We do need to get the. So if we jeopardize inventory, should have all of that. So we get Jeb on EVA. I'm going to take a look at his inventory. Yeah, so if we press 1. Yeah, let's let go. 1. So no, we need to get Burgie out as well, by the looks of it. EVA is capsules blocked. Her capsules blocked. Burgie, so transfer crew. Burgie to the undercan, and then Burgie can go on EVA. Oh, Jeb's obstructing the hatch. Right, switch to Jeb. Alright, and I'll switch back. EVA. Yay! Right, now inventory. The first Kerbals to be up here, and the first thing they're doing is well, the first thing Burgie's second Kerbal to go on spacewalk around Minmus so much. The first thing she does, pickpocket Stebediah Kerman. So 1 equipped, and now we need to pretty much head towards the craft, right, and then attach. Is it actually attach? Nope. Nope. Right, we need to go and pick that up. Come on. Up we go. I've forgotten how you actually attach these things, which is great. Right, how do I pick this thing up? It's H. Nope, H detaches. Right, G, grab. Okay, there we go. I can pick this up now. Right, let's get close. It's spinning out of control. Grab, mystery, goo. Where is it? I don't see it. Oh, great. There it is. Right, I see it. Let's get close again. It's moving horribly erratic. Right. Moving in. Slowly does it. And into the inventory! Yes. Right. Let's head back to the craft now. 6.6 meters per second. More than sufficient to smush the Kerbal into the craft and deal some damage to vital components. But let's speed it up a bit, shall we? Jeb is still floating out there. We should probably get Bob out as well. He'd have a lot of fun right now. Right, incoming, break, eek. Right, there we go. Slowing down nicely, good. Right, so, stop. If we press 6 now, and attach. There, right, also we're up here, out here. We also have other stuff to attach as well, so we press escape to cancel. Right, bring up the pause menu as well. Let's attach it somewhere, shall we? How about on these? Yeah, I think this would be a good place to just install this. So let's move to the end here, and I2 H, and it's pointing the right way as well. Perfect. Yeah. Pointing the right way. It's not quite centered, but yeah, it'll do. And up here, where should we install the barometer and thermometer? What the? Oh, shoot. We destroyed one of the comm relays. Shoot. Maybe I know of a magical repairment device. I'm not sure if it still works. But there's an old bug with Kerbal attachment system where if you took broken solar panels and took them inside and put them in an inventory, you could then take them back out again and they'd be magically repaired. So maybe grab. Yep. Okay, so maybe what we want to do is open up this thing's inventory. Nope. Well, look, it's destroyed. Okay, so maybe it's not mass problem, it's a volume problem. Bob's inventory. Maybe it's too big to even go in there. Shoot, we need to bring up another module and dock it on with large storage capacity. Right. Well, at least we have all the science equipment on. The loss of the comm stuff is a shame, but we have 3 spares. Right, let's bring Jeb back on. Right, actually, I need to transfer Burgie back to her module. Transfer crew? Transfer to her module. And let's switch back to Jeb, shall we? Yep, right, let's get him back into his command module. So, we're going to be docking extra stuff onto this station. Whereabouts, I don't know yet. We're definitely going to have... These crew modules are placeholders for when we get bigger ones. Yep. I did try and dock them into structural parts only, so that it is not transferring through liquid fuel. I have been watching other YouTubers and how they design their space stations, I will confess to that. But, hey, if it works well for some people, why the hell not try and copy them? Transmit. Transmit. And we got a load of funding and reputation for sending science home. And if we look now, we do have a... I think this station is nearly paid for itself. But yeah, and we also have enough science for a new unlock. Transmit. So that's now enough science for new unlock. Let's get Jeb out on EVA. Pardon me. Alright. Yep. Let's get him back on board. Also, when we Kerbal attachment system, you used to be able to build on the back of Kerbal, so you could build a full science array on the back of a Kerbal, and they'd be able to walk around and then basically do the science off their own back. Oh, yes, broken mod. So right, let's warp down. We better off actually get rid of all of these. We also need to get Bob out to. Ooh, right, let's transfer Jeb to Bob's module, and then transfer Bob to Jeb's module. We're gonna need a bigger airlock for this craft, so we can have all the crew. We don't have to do this sort of juggling act to be able to just go on EVA. We can have everybody in the airlock at all times. Alright, Bob, your job is to basically reset the science modules ready for low orbit. As we still not got that contract. Low orbit, not high. Restore. Avoid smashing anything else on your way back to the craft, please. Right. Oop. Yeah. Right. So what does 6,000? What does 6,000 units of liquid fuel look like? As fact is, I think we might be close with what we currently have on board. But we have close enough we have more than enough to contain all that liquid fuel. We don't have it all on board, as we spent a whole load of it burning to get here. So if I was just to go to right, so yeah, we don't have all the liquid fuel we need for this. If we were to disable crossfeed, yeah, not much. And I wish I could get that off of my stage so I didn't risk blowing off half my fuel storage. Shoot. Right. Let's just warp down now. And then we'll be basically bringing up a lander can and a refuel supply mission. which will be carrying monoprop and liquid fuel and oxidizer for this station. Go faster than that, come on. Down we go. Whee! Periapsis height is too low. Too low, I just realised. 6,000 meters per second. 6,000 meters below the surface. And shoot! Up. Bring it up. Shoot. Huh. Right, delete that maneuver node. Why is the control locked on me? Right, I'll delete it from map mode. Do I have to delete in reverse? Why can I not delete my maneuver nodes? Question. Why can I not delete my own maneuver nodes? I programmed them. Could this thing soft land if it had to? Vessel, thrust weight surface on the... Yeah, it could soft land if it had to. So that might have been bad if I hadn't been dragged out by CAC. Shoot! I didn't realise I was that close to literally destroying this entire mission. Why is that control locked? This time warp round. I think I know. Nope, nope, no, that's not that's not the reason. Okay. So I have no idea why I can't delete my own maneuver nodes. Prevent of the maneuver, right, okay. Well, we're in orbit. Intact. We haven't destroyed the craft, which is a miracle. Oh. Oh, because I'm on the wrong side to communicate. Where's the satellite? The satellite is about to... Which way is the satellite? The satellite's travelling the wrong way as well, so... Yeah, I'm going to have to transfer crew, basically get Jeb back in the command pod. Right, there we go. And now can I? Finally, right, that explains that. Right. Okay, so what we need to do is 5,000 meters is good. Is a good altitude. Right, what we can do here though is plot a maneuver to basically bring us onto the equatorial. It's not right. That is, I think, equatorial. Yeah. Then we'll do another maneuver. Basically, yeah, it's gonna be inefficient, but I want to keep it simple. This entire episode has basically been me getting this station to Minmus, hasn't it? So this is now out of fuel. So we're burning from these side tanks, actually. Let's figure. I needed a. I did need something on the sides to build the station around, so why don't we have some small liquid fuel tanks on the side. Extra storage. Right. I'm actually surprised by how easy it has been to fly this thing. I expected it to be a lot harder to get off the ground, although I did remove the docking port. That made that a lot harder than it should have been. Dodgy no physics for everyone, I guess. Right. Okay, and we're nearly at our maneuver. Node. Right, nearly. Oh, CAC has not kicked in at all. Right, let's get rid of Bob's. We do have comlink to the KSC now. We've moved back in. We moved out of the shadow of Minmus. Oh, we've missed our maneuver as well. Shoot. Right, how we're looking. Is that equatorial? Not quite. No, not quite. I don't think. I don't think you could call it equatorial, could you? That is equatorial. Slightly off the equatorial plane. But it's... it'll pass. It'll pass for equatorial, unless well, actually, the next thing to do is sort out our periapsis and apoapsis. Right, and I'm going to do that off camera actually. Yes, this is just basic maneuvering. So we got the station out here. It needs more maneuvering a bit capability. It's just too sluggish to turn. And as you can see, I've burnt through my monopropellant at a horrifying rate so far. We started this with what, 700 down. We got we got nearly less than a third. Got slightly more than a third of that left. Let's get that right. So yeah, that's something that I'm gonna have to stick some more. I have to stick powerful reaction wheels on this to be able to maneuver it without having to rely on yep, completing another mission. So I'm going to stick some powerful reaction wheels on this to be able to maneuver it without having to rely on RCS. And at the same time, I'm also going to have to think about getting more liquid fuel and oxidizer monopop up here as well for it. But yeah, that's something I'll do off camera, as it's simple flying around and docking, so I think I can handle that off camera. I mean, if there's any interesting explosions bound to happen, yeah, I might record them. But in the meantime, let's just shut down this engine. Well, no, actually, I want that active to maneuver. But yeah, I'll do that off camera. Yeah. So if we just bring up, before we go, let's bring up ScanSat, and as you can see, that's actually a decent range. That's actually a decent amount we're covering, by the looks of it. With the low detail scanometer thing. Yeah, it's a decent amount of detail. So we'll need to bring another satellite up here in a polar orbit. Minmus Sat doesn't have this on board, as I didn't think ahead, and I didn't think it'd have enough power to be able to operate one. But yeah. Yeah, so that's the station in orbit. We do need to do some more stuff before we get the actual award for this contract. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna need some more. We need to replace some of the equipment we destroyed as well. Unfortunately, we could just grab it and detach it. Yeah. But I think that's gonna do it for this. So thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, I suggest you hit those like and subscribe buttons down below. One lets you know when the next video comes out, the next lets me know that you enjoyed this. Otherwise, if you really enjoyed what you saw here, hit the share button, it helps my channel to grow, and as everybody will tell you, there's nothing wrong with that at all. And otherwise, yeah, I think in the meantime, it is phased out.